One of my viewers asked me if I can make a reaction to this video. It's called Miniatur Wunderland, official video, the largest model railway and railroad of the world. So, I know about miniature, worlds, I know these, things that are, tourist attractions that people go to. It's, full cities of small models and things like that. And, it's not something I have a, great passion for, but I can really appreciate the level of detail and work that goes into a lot of these models. It's actually quite insane, the level of craft that goes on in these things. So to see the largest model railway in the world, this should be quite interesting. It's called Miniatur Wunderland. Let's check it out. Tell me if you know about this. Tell me if you've ever been, what it's like. Let's check it out.
For 10 years now, the world's largest model railway can be found in Hamburg's historic warehouse district, a mammoth miniature project.
Whoa.
It took 500,000 working hours to create this incredible miniature world on 1,300 square meters.
500,000 hours? That's absolutely mind-blowing. It's the largest in the world. But even look at something like that. The lighting, the detail, all the little lights and things like that. It's crafted to perfection, man. It's almost identical. Look, from this, if you just showed someone that, they probably think it's a real airport. They wouldn't imagine it's a miniature. All the proportions and all that are so perfect.
The city's most popular tourist attraction fascinates over 1 million people a year.
Wow.
And it's continually growing. 8 different sections, connected by 13 kilometers of track installation, provide an unforgettable experience for all ages.
So it said it's the most popular tourist attraction in Hamburg. And Hamburg's a quite high quality city, so much to do. If you're from Hamburg, if you've been here before, what's it like to see this in person? If you're from outside Hamburg, is this something you would actually visit Hamburg purposely to visit this place? It seems actually, again, I said I'm not a huge, I'm not an enthusiast for model railways, but something like this, I would love to visit and see every little detail, man.
Tons of steel, wood and plaster form the foundation of this extraordinary exhibition. The journey leads through Scandinavia to Germany, from Austria to Switzerland, and far away to America in just a few moments. Each day, 900 trains with 12,000 wagons travel a distance of several hundred kilometers. The longest train is 14.51 meters long. On the Northeast Sea, with a water capacity of 30,000 liters, large and small ships are cruising. In Scandinavia, America, at the airport, and in the cozy fictional town of Knuffingen, 250 computer-controlled vehicles are on the move. Special attractions are the fire runs, controlled by a sophisticated software. The fire brigades are constantly engaged in firefighting procedures, but the police are also busy tracking down traffic offenders.
This is absolutely mental, man. It's amazing. I can see why it's the most popular tourist attraction. This sort of thing is you could, for each, they said they've got different sections there, you could probably spend so long at each one just seeing all these little, taking one little truck, this is a miniature truck, but the perfect labelling or sticker, the colours, everything's just right. It's actually such an amazing achievement for them to create something like this, really, if you really think about the work and effort and strategy that would go into producing this. But even little things like this, the quirky things like the fire engine and the police, it makes it extra
The
good.
newest attraction of the Miniature Wonderland is the Knuffingen Airport. After 6 years of development and a cost of 3.5 million euro, the world's probably smallest commercial airport opened in May 2011. On 150 square meters with more than 40 airplanes and the ground staff that goes with it, it may be the world's most advanced flight simulation. From the technology hangar to the air terminal, every little detail has been faithfully recreated. Without a doubt, the attention to detail is at the heart of the layout. Over 200,000 figures show life in all its facets.
That's what I said, it's the attention to detail. No matter whether you have an interest in model railways and model towns, even if you don't have that interest, you can still have that appreciation for like, yeah, the detail, the effort and work that goes into creating like this. Look at, like, this is like every single person's been placed there probably by hand. Like, this is a painstaking exercise to create something like this, but they did it, and it makes it like something you'd want to go and see. Like, definitely, like, makes it special.
Where the law chases criminals and where some don't really care. Where the fire department puts out a large fire and a new fire starts not too far away. Funeral oration or celebration. Eat or be eaten. Travelers from this or another world. Imagination knows no bounds in the Wonderland. There are fire breathers, traveling animals, and surprisingly strong girls. In a world alternating between hectic and peaceful. Between wild animals and some that were already tamed. There are hunters and some just hunting for the best pictures. There are holy sanctuaries and some not quite so holy. There are people bursting with life and some not so much. The Wonderland is absolutely diverse and unique. Travel from the highest mountain with over 6 meters, over dreamy streets to the Grand Canyon, snow-covered landscapes, through idyllic villages, to below the surface of the earth.
This is. I'm trying to like take in every little shot that it shows and see the detail in each, but it's actually quite impossible to appreciate every detail here. But what is it like to visit somewhere like this in person? Does it like exceed your expectation of what you see in videos like this? This sort of video would make it look amazing, especially to people who enjoy this sort of thing. This must be like the mecca for model railway enthusiasts. This must be like their idea of heaven to visit a place like this. But yeah, as a sort of like someone who's got less interest, would it make you want to go there?
In the Miniatur Wonderland, a day lasts 15 minutes. At dusk, over 300,000 LEDs ensure that the layout shines in a captivating light. Then, the nightlife of the various regions really becomes visible. And amidst all this, more hidden stories emerge at the push of a button. There are over 200 push-button actions spread across the edge of the layout, so where the visitors can actively participate in various forms. For example, in a sweet way at the chocolate factory, or in the daily struggle with the pitfall of technology, or in the creation of life, or with a bit too much craftsmanship. The technology behind it all is monitored by human eyes from a control console and with the help of more than 40 computers. These are controlled by a complex self-developed software. The Miniatur Wonderland is internationally well known through more than 1,000 TV reports, and the 260 people on the Wonderland team are never short on new ideas.
That's a big team.
Until 2020, there will be new sections covering France, Italy, England and parts of Africa, and who knows what's next. But there's no end in sight. To convey this marvel in 5 minutes, impossible. Just come by and see for yourself. You will be amazed.
So good. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, it's when you watch a video that's that short, 5 minutes, and try to really take in everything that they're showing. I'm sure there's a lot more when you actually go there, but I love the little details in the sets are great, but having that interactivity is just another great thing, especially for kids, to keep them engaged with as if they would need to be engaged anymore with all these things going on, but it gives them some like engagement with their actions being able to like affect the things on this amazing Wonderland. So yeah, tell me, have you ever been here? What's it like in person? What's the most impressive part? What's the most impressive display within this Miniatur Wunderland? But yeah, I enjoyed that. Thanks.